Fresh off the success of The Boys' insane second season, Amazon Prime is ready to add another hyper-violent superhero slugfest to its streaming lineup. Finally making the jump from the comics to the television, this is Invincible, an ordinary high school student who becomes the world's most powerful superhero at the center of a galactic battle of good and evil. But who is Invincible, and does his superhero saga soar above the rest in a very crowded genre? Mark Grayson is your average American teenager, a comic book geek trying to make it through high school and get his dream girl to notice him. Now, he's also the son of Omni-Man, one of the world's most powerful and beloved heroes. Now, when Mark's own superhuman abilities begin to reveal themselves, he wastes absolutely little time in creating the Invincible persona to follow in his father's footsteps. Invincible is Mark's coming-of-age story. The series follows his early growing pains, his tragedies and triumphs, and his evolution from rookie hero to seasoned veteran and the most important weapon in Earth's fight against a far more powerful enemy. Like lots of superheroes, Invincible was born in the comics. Created by The Walking Dead's Robert Kirkman, Invincible #1 came out in 2003, and 144 issues later, the series ended in 2018. Invincible introduces Mark Grayson and his cast of supporting characters, most notably his dad. Omni-Man is a Viltrumite, an incredibly strong alien race claiming to seek out new worlds to protect them and uphold peace using their vast superpowers. Now, when Mark turns 17, his powers kick in, and that's where our story picks up. When it comes to power set, think Superman with a few key differences: super strength and vulnerability, flight, and accelerated healing. This goes for Invincible, Omni-Man, and any of the other Viltrumite characters that appear over the course of the series. No heat vision or ice breath or weird nonsensical time traveling abilities. Invincible's best at punching evil into submission, and the comic routinely displays that in gory, not safe for work detail. Invincible focuses on Mark Grayson and his family, but the series eventually added a massive cast of colorful heroes like Adam, Eve, and Rexplode, and superhero teams like the Guardians of the Globe and the Teen Team. And the villains are great too. Invincible has a hefty rogues gallery with villains who pop up to challenge Mark. Invincible is easily among the most popular superhero comics not published by Marvel or DC. It's entirely creator-owned, giving Kirkman and his collaborators the freedom to make big, sweeping story changes that actually last and avoid the revolving door of death and resurrection that defines so many of Marvel and DC stories. And just like Marvel and DC, Invincible exists in a larger shared comic book universe, along with other long-running Image comics like Spawn, Savage Dragon, Noble Causes, The Darkness, and Witchblade. Creator Robert Kirkman has also worked some of his other comic book creations into the very fabric of Invincible, with characters like Brit, Tech Jacket, and the astounding Wolfman. Now, rumors swirled for years about a possible Invincible adaptation, including a film version written by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, before Amazon announced an Invincible animated series now set to launch in 2021. Executive produced by Kirkman, the animated series stars Stephen Yeun as Mark, with J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man and Sandra Oh as Deborah Grayson. Now, it's tough to talk about what makes Invincible memorable without discussing the biggest plot twist in the comic book series. Invincible #12 throws readers for a loop, and I mean a complete loop, revealing that Omni-Man is actually an advanced scout for a bloodthirsty race of planetary conquerors. Now, he was sent to infiltrate Earth and pave the way for a Viltrumite invasion. When the truth comes out, it's father versus son. And as the series progresses, more and more attention is paid to the growing conflict between Invincible and his intergalactic allies on one side and the Viltrumite Empire on the other. Now, the series' ultimate villain turns out to be General Thrag, a mustachioed emperor of seemingly limitless physical strength. Now, we probably won't meet Thrag in season 1 of the animated series, but he's bound to be out there somewhere, just awaiting to fold Earth into his ever-expanding empire. Now, what do you think? Will Invincible be the greatest superhero show in the universe? Can it be Amazon's next superhero hit after The Boys? Let's talk about it down below. Anyway, thanks for watching, and for more superheroes, here's a look at Soldier Boy, a new character coming to The Boys Season 3. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch. All right, I think we're good.